Okay guys, how you doing? Steve back again. It's been a while since I've made a video on my hair progress and whatever else has been happening to me since I started. Well, first of all, I just want to go through some things that a lot of people have been asking me, and it's probably been one of the most repeated questions all the time, and that's the ingredients. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go through a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to tell you what's been happening. I'm going to tell you what I've been doing and what I've not been doing. And so I'm going to start off with ingredients. Okay, one onion, three to five little pieces of garlic, and a tablespoon of organic vinegar. Just put it in a blender, blend it up, strain it, put it in a bottle, put it in the fridge, and remake it at least once a week. You can do it every day in the beginning, or you can do it 3 times a week. What I've tried to explain to people before is you have to work a way around this. It doesn't always work for people. I mean, not the ingredients, just the social lives of people have to work round about going to work, being with people, and all that jazz. Right? So it's something you have to deal with. But a lot of people are doing it, they're getting around it, maybe they're doing it less. But I really think if you just put it on your head once or twice a week, even at the weekend, or do it at night before you go to bed, wash it off in the morning. And you can add stuff to it. Many people have been saying they've been putting peppermint, rosemary oil, olive oil, and all that kind of stuff they've been putting in it, and it reduces the smell from 50% to 80%. Hold on, I have to stop this video and then make another one because I'm running out of juice right now. Hold on, I'll be back. Hey YouTube, how you doing guys? It's been a long time since I've made a video, and I've been away for quite a while, so in the mother country, so I've not had any really time to make a video. And so anyway, what I want to get straight to the point. What I want to talk about is the questions that people have been asking all the time, and I have videos there. Obviously, I don't know if everyone's going through the videos or somebody's not seeing it, but it's there. But here it is. Ingredients: one onion, 3 to 5 garlic cloves, little pieces, not the whole clove, just 3 to 5 individual pieces, and a tablespoon of organic vinegar. Put it in a blender, mix it, strain it, put it in a bottle, put it in the fridge for 1 week. Don't leave it longer than that. Make a new one every week. You can either do it every day, or 5 days a week, or 3 days a week. I don't think it really matters, but I just done it in the beginning 7 days a week because it was just the way it was at that time. You know, I wanted results. But you can reduce it, and I don't think the putting it on every day is any better than putting it on 3 days a week. You know. So, but the fact is, just get it on your hair. Just put it on there and do it. That's it. Nothing else. It's not brain surgery. It's a no-brainer. Just slap it on there. A lot of people have to get round their social lives. It's difficult. Some do it, some don't. It's hard. It's not easy. You have to get round it. You can put it on at night. Before you go to bed, wash it off in the morning. A lot of people have been adding peppermint, rosemary oil, olive oil, and lavender. This can reduce it between 50% and 80% smell. Or you can wear a hat when you have it on your head. And a lot of people having results with this. Just a way of getting around it. It's, yeah, social life. I was back home, and I just couldn't put any onion and garlic on my hair. I was just running about people all the time. A lot of things people are talking about is itchy scalp. Normal. Bumps in your head. Normal for a certain amount of time. You'll get them. I had acne in my hair, in back of my head. I don't have it anymore. But I think it's just the garlic and the combination. When it goes to some parts of the scalp that's sensitive, it's like it's killing the fungus, so you end up with these little scabs on your head. And that's what it could be. I'm not a doctor or a dermatologist, but It happened to me. It happens to me sometimes. It depends. But it happens, and it's usually a normal thing. I don't think it's your hair's going to fall out in big clumps because a wee bit of your skin is scabby. But I went through that, so that's normal stuff. A lot of other people have been talking about they're still losing hair. Actually, I just counted when I was over in the UK after I was in the bath about 30 hairs. Scary stuff. 30 hairs. Why am I still having 30 hairs falling at my head? Well, I'll tell you the reason for that in a minute. So losing hairs, some people it stops very quickly. Some people will keep on losing hair for a little while. Some people lose more than others. Some people lose a bunch and then it will stop for a wee while. But it's scary. But normally somewhere down the line it stops. And those hairs that are falling out could be they're just popping their clogs and they're just ready to be renewed again, as I said before, because hair follicles renew themselves all the time, but different periods of time. They don't all come up together. They all have different timings, and it's just the way the hair follicle works. Sometimes your hair gets a wee bit thinner, you wonder why, and then it'll get thicker again. It just takes time. You take time with this stuff. Other stuff that I wanted to talk about. I'm blind as a bat. Okay, the reason I think I had so many hairs falling out when I was over there is because I've not been using it for 3 months. I have not been using more than that. I have not been using onion, garlic, and apple cider for at least 3.5 months since maybe November, end of December. Still been using the shampoos. Have noticed a difference when I have not been using it. I found that my hair, because I wasn't using it, was starting to get thinner in this area here and a little bit here. This area here, I've never seen any. Maybe other people said they've seen it, but then I've always had a high forehead. But Frankie, but I'll give up with that. As long as I can keep this part here from disappearing, I'm happy. So I'm all right with that. I've kept about 75% of my gains, 70% of my gains, which is the result. It could have been worse. It could have been if I wouldn't have found this and I wouldn't have done it, I think my hair would have been totally would have been a mess. I really do. I really think that the onion and garlic and apple cider concoction in the shampoos actually saved what I had. A lot of people talking about they're absolutely gone totally bald, and will it work for them? I don't know if it will work for somebody who's totally bald. I think it's people who have seen that they're starting to lose it or have got patches and bald patches in it, because it does fill them in. People have been sending me lots of photographs and they're having terrific results, better results than I ever had. So it will work for that. The only guy that I know that was gone absolute bald who grew hair back in is because he stopped smoking. And because he stopped smoking, a big clump of hair just grew right back in the top of his head. The guy in Home Depot, I spoke to him. I tried to tell him about this, and he told me that this big clump you see in his hair, because the rest was all kind of sparse, he said that was only because he stopped smoking 4 or 5 months before that came in. So smoking does a lot of damage to your hair. It stops oxygen. It reduces oxygen in your blood, and hair follicles need oxygen, a lot of it. So another thing, so I wrote this down because I didn't want to try and take it right off the cuff here. So anyway, I haven't been using it and I've seen small declines. Not heavy duty, but enough to get me back on it again. Like starting this week, I will go on probably a 3-day programme, and I'll do what I usually do. I'll do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, leave it on and just wash it off the next day. and I'll do that every week. But I'm going to go back on it again because I figured that maybe if I keep on using it and using it, it might lose its potency, and or I might just not need it as much. But I was wrong about that. I still need it, and I'm going to go back on it again. So if you start it and you're doing great, and you're thinking about maybe taking a break, that's all right. But if you see it's starting to maybe decline a wee bit, and you're starting to get a wee bit more finny areas, or it's no going baldy, but you're starting to find it getting thin in certain areas, I would start on it again, just to maintenance. Just maintain what you have. Another thing that I wanted to talk about as well is a lot of people do talk about it, but that's your eating habits. Your eating habits are fundamental. Fruit and vegetables, awesome. Now if you can get your diet regulated to the point where you're eating more fruits and vegetables, supplements is good, but I'm not too thingy about supplements. I think supplements, well, the reason I think supplements only work, give you 30% of what they're supposed to do, because you take a supplement, you think you're going to get the whole 100% into your system. Well, it doesn't work that way. You see, all those nutrients, and they found out that a lot of it was BS, that all those nutrients, when they go through your body does not recognise them. So it has to figure it out what it's going to do with them. It might take a little bit in, but most of that is going straight back out, you know where. So the only supplements that I found that were actually good was a company called Melaleuca I used to buy the stuff off of, and the reason I recommend them, not affiliated with them, is because their supplements, the Italian scientists figured out how to take what's it called, cholesterol, the cholesterol gene or whatever you call it. They found a plant that has the exact same cholesterol. It looks like a cholesterol gene or whatever it is. It matches. So they put it into these supplements. So you take the supplement and it goes through your intestine. Your intestines takes all these nutrients out. You go to the brain, the heart, the liver, back door for you, and it'll take all the ones it recognises in, and it recognises it as just what I said. What was the word? Cholesterol, and the body loves cholesterol, so it grabs it, it takes it all in. It just fools it. It mimics it, and it fools it to take it into your body. The rest of all that stuff don't have that. It's all crap. Goes right through your system. So find out a good one that has something like that. Do your research. But Melaleuca was the one that I found out had the best stuff. So diet's a big deal. But one thing that I can say, and I've been away too long and I've not made a video for a long time, that so many people have come onto YouTube, watched these videos, probably didn't believe that this little ingredients could actually do what it does is amazing. The results that people are having are all different, but they're all having results. They're all seeing hair coming back. Hair coming back is better than hair going back. So when somebody says it's working for me, it's working for me, I see little hairs here. I've not seen any improvement or whatever. It takes time, but people are having success, and that's all it's about. It works. Stuff works. And some people say, well, why did the industry get a hold of this stuff? They would just ruin it. And I think they would kill it, because most of the stuff that is good for you, to put it into shampoos and everything, it's a load of rubbish. I don't believe anybody what they said. A lot of people are talking about Argan Rain and all these other products. You know what? If it worked for you, good. But you know what? Just telling somebody it works. It's hard enough to get people to put onion, garlic and apple cider on their hair. Never mind Argan Rain. So if you had bad hairdo, or your hair was really looking rough, do a wee course on it, then show them from beginning to end, because people are sick of BS, allergic to it. You know, they want to see stuff, they want to see photographs, they want to see the real McCoy. And this stuff here is the most simplest application you could ever come across, and I'm proof of it. You know, I've had my glory days on it. I've seen great results. I've seen little bits of setbacks. I've seen when I don't use it, how that it can, you know, your hair can thin out a little bit. So it's better just to maintain it and just keep applying it, even if you just apply it once a week after you have certain gains that you have. So there's a ton of stuff that you could talk about on this, and the thing is, I think I've said everything that I need to say on this. I mean, there's a lot of people on YouTube who have been have other hints that you have to, like for instance, I don't rinse my hair with warm water anymore. I rinse it with cold or lukewarm. Sometimes I'll put apple cider in a bucket of water, mix it, and I'll rinse that off. There's tons of stuff you can do. I mean, listen to the other guys in there. There's other people with ideas, but don't take too much in with people who are saying things that are not really proved nothing. And that, when I mean by proving it, get before and afters. Shows a video with you when your hair was like Route 66 or it was falling apart, and then shows this product and shows you using it. That's what people want to see. But this stuff works, guys. Just got to keep at it. Just got to have to keep plodding on, and just do it. Just do it. There's nothing. You know, find a way around your social life. Find your way around a social life. So this week, I'm going back to 3 days a week. I'm going to go back again. I couldn't use it when I was over there because I'm around people all the time, and I know how that is. And you know, it's one of these things. But now I'm going to start again this week, and hopefully I can thicken up a little bit more. I mean, it's looking good. I've changed my hairstyle. It used to be up there, and you can also change your hairstyle as well. Sometimes, you know, a lot of people comb the hair back, and it looks as if they have a fat high forehead or they're losing it. But you can actually style your hair to make it look like your hair's fuller. Not like one of these ones where you cover this area with that area. I'm talking about that. So anyway, I thought I would just show my face and just let you know what's going on and what's happening. And hopefully maybe in a few weeks, in a month, maybe I'll have something else to say. Or maybe I'll be able to talk on some other subject that I'll be doing that's going to help me to keep what I have.